We started working with identity from the interest and the curiosity towards our own identities forming.
And that again, that started early on in our studies, and we've kept on investigating it, and we're really curious about it. And I think it is because it's such a good source to go to.
Humans inspire me, and I like seeing human beings being faced with themselves. And in these particular workshops, we're working with identity and looking at your past selves and different versions of yourself.
I think it's important for performers to look into themselves in order to be able to play other individuals, to know more about their own identity and the possibilities within that.
And to understand what they are, where they're coming from, how they grew up, and understand this journey, because it's such an amazing journey that you go through your life, and just in this body you have an amazing story.
And what inspires me is to see people go through that that phase of sort of meeting yourself, dealing with something. It may be difficult, it may be easy, maybe it's a good memory, maybe it's a bad memory, but people meeting themselves, I think that's what life is about. I think life is about meeting yourself.
What we at Spindrift mean by physical theatre is mainly that we are working from a curiosity about the body and how human experiences take place through the body. That the body that we have is a tool for affecting our environment or being affected emotionally and physically.
We're working from the experience the body has of different stimuli. So text, how does that feel in the body? Memories coming through the body, everything goes through the body. And so for us, the body is really central in our work.
And we like the body to be the main point that is speaking and that is communicating our message or story on stage.
Our emotional experiences which come from the inside out, and the way that we are affected by the environment from the outside in. And we're curious about exploring that, both for devising and for the performer to shape and develop their instrument.
So it doesn't mean that all the outcomes of our work are exclusively physical. It may be completely intellectual what we end up doing, or verbal, but our point of view definitely comes from looking first into the body and seeing how that affects everything else that we have as human beings. Teaching is a very good way of learning. I feel that often when I'm learning something new, I'm not sure if I know it completely, if I really understand what I'm doing before I have taught it to someone else.
You learn by sharing, and when you're sharing something, you discover something new, and that's how you develop, and that's what we want to do.
When you have an idea alone in your room, and you maybe test it with one or two people or one or two performers, or you discuss it with a company, you finally have an opportunity to see how it works for an outside audience and how it works for other performers. It's so nice to get fresh point of view into the room, new qualities, new movement qualities, physical body types, performers with different backgrounds, to help us develop our work.
This way we can revisit our material through other people, and it's really valuable because we gain new ideas, we have new perspectives of our own work. These workshops are really, I think, a really vital point for us to move on and develop. Spindrift Theatre is run in kind of a quite democratic way. I mean, we shift our roles around a lot when we work.
We are 4 of us core members in the company, and we are all actors as well as directors, as well as artistic directors, as well as administrators and playwrights.
I think our biggest longing is always that we are equal and that all voices are heard equally, that we all have some input, and without negativity or judgment, that we are all able to speak our minds and each thought counts.
And we enter the work with that sort of equality. So often we have a system that we call the 4 fingers and the thumb. So everybody is contributing to the rehearsals,
and we take care of the company as it is. It's ours together. We own it together, and we have to hold it together.